up, chat? Today we're reacting to this video by HaiX, the creator HaiX. He's a CS:GO. He just makes kind of CS:GO like video essays nowadays. He's kind of friends with like everybody in the scene. But he made a video, Counter-Strike 2, 2 years of failure and disappointment. I have not reacted to this video. I saw Anomaly's video earlier today though, about because today is Counter-Strike 2's 2-year anniversary. So everybody's kind of going off of or everybody's kind of analyzing how Counter-Strike is doing at the moment. So let's get right into this and give this a reaction.
2 years ago, Valve
Oh my gosh, that's loud. Dude, that scared me.
Counter-Strike 2.
Okay.
Last year, I made a video calling it a failure and a disappointment.
Low-key at that point, it kind of was. I mean, they literally had no updates. They had no anything. Like, it was kind of just CS2, but actually worse. Like, yes, it had better graphics, but it had worse modes. It had less maps, more cheaters. Like, everything was horrible about it. And, like, there were no operations, nothing. It was just bad, bro. I'm not gonna lie.
Now
But I think since then, the game's been improved a lot, but it's still not in a... It's not living up to its full potential, man. It pisses me off because it's like, this game is so good. But it's like, they're just not... They have such like potential to make this game probably the greatest game just like ever, but they won't, man.
in 2 years, so has Valve fixed the game or has it gotten even worse? Let's take a look at CS2 2 years after the release. To be fair, Valve has made some minor progress. They added back some missing features.
Arms race, net graph. I don't know about net graph. I think that might be the new animations. CL Bob, I don't know what that is either. But arms race, yes, bro. We kind of need that, bro. That's a staple of CSGO. You know what I mean? Everybody loves a good gun game. Community and workshop maps was big, dude. We did not have that for the longest time. And left-hand support, that pissed me off also. I don't like the new left-hand, though. I feel like it should just change your view model. I don't think it should be an animation to switch your gun from right-hand to left-hand. But I guess it does make sense. It's kind of a competitive advantage if you think about it. So, anyways.
Maps.
No more heaven, guys. Heaven is gone.
And fixed a few of the small issues. But here's the truth. The major problems I talked about 1 year ago are still there.
It's exactly what I'm saying. It's exactly what I'm saying.
And in some cases, things have actually gotten worse. With
Here, I'll make my
patch,
webcam
it feels
smaller.
like Valve is making CS2 less stable, not better.
No way, 4 out of 4.
Oh, I remember this. This was fire, dude.
Start this video with another topic that for some reason not...
Dude, I was on vacation when this came out, so I never got to try it before they patched it. I was so mad, dude. It looks so fun just messing with the stupid jump mechanics, bro. You could literally like fly, dude. I wonder if he's gonna show the ragdoll. Like for a while, there was a glitch in the game where if you'd shoot people, they'd go flying. That was probably my favorite glitch that happened in CS2 so far, but let's keep watching.
What a lot of people talk about. What the f is happening with the pro scene? Why are we getting non-stop tier 1
Okay, I actually don't know anything about this, so I'm actually excited to hear this.
tournaments literally every single month? I mean, that sounds like great news for esports.
Why are we still here?
But I remember the time when tournaments felt unique and interesting and they actually meant something. Right now we have so many of them that it literally feels like Groundhog Day. Same teams, same maps, the same shish over and over. And poor pros are being forced to compete in a game that still feels unfinished.
I guess, dude. It must be so frustrating for pros to be playing in such a unpolished like place where CSGO, even though it was like an older game, it was still just more polished. But I actually don't know about this pro scene right now. I don't really pay attention to esports, so I'm kind of interested.
Maybe it's just me. I mean, I lost all the interest in the game long time ago and I barely play it. I also don't watch any esports, but every time I
Me neither.
open Twitch, I see non-stop co-streams from big content creators because if you don't co-stream during the big tournament, expect to have 80% or more of your viewership gone.
Really?
But anyways, let's move on to my favorite topic, cheaters and VAC. I mean, we already know it, CS2 is absolutely infested with cheat.
I'm pretty sure like 90% of the top like 1% players like on the leaderboards for Premier right now are cheaters. Like I'm pretty sure there's very few legit players in Premier, which is just like kind of disappointing, you know what I mean? Like I don't know, that you can't have a competitive game if there's cheaters in it, man.
Cheaters. It's been like that since the beta and it has not changed even a little bit. Oh, he has teammate who is doing that. So teammate is jittering the server and he's knifing him. Holy shit. VAC just can't keep up and Premier games are completely unplayable.
I'm turning it higher quality.
Above
Hold
on
up.
the ranks above 20,000. But to be fair, you can queue literally at any rank and run into cheaters. I've exposed people with ranks of silver and around 2000 premium.
So this is actually weird because I mean, as much as cheaters is a problem, I only have experienced cheaters in like 20,000 Premier Elo. I've never experienced cheaters like playing like a nuke or something recent. Like in CS2, like it's genuinely been like a year since I've ran into like a cheater either in Wingman or just in like on like matchmaking. Like I do play with Prime and I understand on not Prime lobbies there's a lot of cheaters, but like I haven't ran into any cheaters except for when I play like high level Premier. If I'm not in like the top upper area of Premier, I do not see cheaters.
Rating
So I don't know how accurate this is.
multiple times on my second channel, and apparently it's very common to meet cheaters on silver.
Did he crash the lobby? Wait, or what happened? Wait.
On my second channel, and apparently it's very common to meet cheaters on silver.
Wait, does he... Is that like anti-aim? Is he... Dude... Wait. Oh no, he's just invincible, right? Like he just sprayed a whole mag into his body.
To meet cheaters on
Right?
silver.
Wait, I don't understand. What's this clip? Because his bullets are just going up here. It's just him whiffing. Is this supposed to be a cheater? Or is it just that the game crashed?
I need a break. I need a break. I need a break.
Okay. Aha.
Okay, this is so blatant, bro. What are you doing?
Yeah.
And he whips, bro. You can't make this up. Dude, every single cheater I've ran into is just so like actually bad at the game that like they might as well just cheat at that point, bro.
He missed that? He misses that? Really? It's just that on higher ranks, people just hide it better. But after you get 25k, you often meet raid cheaters as well.
Yeah,
Which
that's what I was kind of talking about. I mean, I was experiencing a 20k, but
honestly makes an idea of Premier useless, because the entire game mode
exactly.
on the ranks above 20k for legit players is about who gets more cheaters in their team.
Okay, dude, what is this blatant?
He's solo queuing, yeah.
Oh, they're cheating.
Dude, two cheaters.
Easy.
Yo, that's fire, bro. What? Dude, okay, hold up. I'm gonna add some context here. In CS:GO, though, at least we don't have this anymore. In well, I guess we do have it now in comp, but or in Premiere, I guess, according to this video. But like in CS2 or in CS:GO, Wingman was such a joke of a game mode that like it was considered like sometimes you join a lobby and somebody would go and chat HVH, which means hack versus hack. And since I was a big Wingman enjoyer, I hated Wingman, but I loved Wingman because you could just play with one of your boys and it was like really fun, you know, just grinding with one of your boys. But if you got into a HVH lobby, it meant hack versus hack, which means that your team that they're asking basically if you're hacking and they're hacking, and then they want to see whose hacks is better. It was actually like ridiculous. It was that bad.
And this is where it gets really crazy. Content creators like Neok, Ren, and myself have exposed an insane amount of cheaters. Not just random cheaters, but cheating pros and cheating streamers.
Wow, that is... Why would you cheat and stream or cheat and be a pro? Like, that is a new level of low, bro. Like, you're taking money from people who are actually trying to, like, you know, work for their money. That's, like, ridiculous, bro.
Uh-huh. Did actually hit
Like, you could literally ruin somebody's career if you cheat in esports. Because imagine you win, like, 10 games in a row and you knock so many teams out of the, like, bracket or whatever. And you ruin their chance of, like, qualifying. And then they get like dropped from their roster or something happens to them because you were cheating. Like, that is a new level. Like, that's insane, dude.
70. Does he just know how many times he hit that guy? He just keeps looking to the left. Look at this. He looks to the left, instantly pulls out the knife and goes running up mid.
I even made a video exposing every single cheater in the top 100 and top 1000 leaderboards.
Yeah, exactly.
Guess what? Zero action from Valve. Not a single one of them got banned. Before we can...
Really? I thought they get banned a lot. I thought there was a lot of cheaters, but they at least got banned. But I guess not,
Let me
dude.
introduce today's video
Wow.
another CSGO run. is packed with
Let's
very
get past the
amount of
sponsor.
purple. I'm the last methods and
I think it's a gambling sponsor. Don't gamble, guys. Gambling's bad.
on with
No gambling.
100% confirmation from professional players, and again, 0 ban.
Okay, wait, what did he say?
With 100 video.
Okay, hold up.
I've also exposed multiple streamers cheating with 100% confirmation from professional players, and again, 0 bans. Not on Steam.
Dude, wow, bro. I thought at least they'd get banned. That is insane.
Developers managed to screw up once
Oh
again
my
by
gosh,
releasing
dude.
a worthless anti-cheat update that started banning cheaters really hard for 1 whole day. However, all the PUBG developers quickly adapted to it and updated their software.
Yeah, that's the problem, dude. Is that it's a never-ending war versus
So
like Valve and cheaters. You know what I mean? I feel like they should just do what Valorant does and take like Loki, bro. You know, Valve can have all my personal data as long as I don't get cheated out of my game. They can have like Cornell access to my computer like Valorant or whatever.
Thanks, Valve.
I would be fine with that.
For yet another false hope. Neok played this game the same day
I think that's like the only solution at this point, to be honest.
when the update was released. He got so exhausted after meeting so many cheaters this day that he simply didn't have the energy to make comments.
You look so done, bro. You hold up. You guys need to see this guy's face cam, bro. It looks like he's gone, bro.
This game the same day when the update was released. He got so exhausted after meeting so many cheaters this day that he simply didn't have the energy to make comments.
Dude, he looks so fried, bro. Look at him, bro. You can't make it up. Dude, he looks like a ghost, bro.
Just walks into the site. That was aim assist, I think. And here he just turns his back to log. Looks at the floor.
Yeah, all the cheaters are so obvious because they're just so like actually horrible at the game that it's like they just, you can tell when they untoggle or if they're, you know, just like aimbotting because their mechanics look so bad. Like they look so lost all the time.
Throws a random flash to actually flashes himself and then plans for long.
And it's not just
Oh
about
my
cheaters.
gosh.
I've also made videos on the infinite team damage bug, the legal wall hack,
I abused this. I abused the team kill bug. Oh my gosh. Dude, when that came out, me and my friends, okay, this is like really evil, but we'd get in lobbies and just infinitely team kill our teammates. Like, I'm not even joking. It was like the best rage bait of all time because they wouldn't understand how we were doing it. They'd be like we'd kill them twice and then they'd be like, yeah, kill me again and see what happens. And then we'd do it. I'm such a bad person for it, but it was low-key the funniest like bug that's been in the game. But
bug and many other game-breaking exploits. And
I never actually learned about the legal wall hacks.
still, until this day, they remain unfixed.
What
Valve
is
has
this?
the evidence, community has the evidence, but nothing gets done. Even if you're lucky enough to avoid cheaters, performance of the game still remains terrible. Robs himself said that the game feels like it's running at 100 FPS on a top-tier PC.
You know, I think somebody did a study on this, or not a study, but like they like reviewed the servers of Counter-Strike, and basically it makes it so that your monitor is going to run at 240 FPS. Like if you have a 240 FPS monitor, you're going to see 240 FPS, but the server is like constantly running at like 100 FPS max. So even though you're seeing 240 FPS, the max kind of FPS you have is always just 100 because the servers are so bad in Counter-Strike. Like it's insane. Like that actually needs changed. I'm not going to lie. That is just unexcusable at this point, bro.
A professional player with some of the best hardware you can buy can't get a smooth feeling that CSGO gave us over a decade ago. And this is what Doc said on his recent stream when he played CSGO with his viewers.
You seem happy playing CSGO? Of course, why would I be happy playing CS2 when it's broken? If I
Yo, we're going to do one of these streams, I'm telling you.
die, it's my fault, it's not like the game or anything, you know? It feels so nice, it feels so nice.
CS2 or CSGO does just feel so much more responsive, and I think that has to be why, right?
Guys, why does this game feel so good? Like when I one tap, it actually goes like a one tap.
We barely received any optimization updates this year, and I really hope that it will change in the future, because for a competitive game, it's really important to have high FPS.
Yeah.
As I've said in the past, CS2 had an insane amount of bugs and glitches throughout the year.
Yo, what?
As an example, take the recent
Okay.
bug.
No, I kill a guy and then I'll teleport out. What's this?
How does this even happen?
No!
Or the
Like, how do they mess up the code that bad, bro?
bug with those insane jumps.
Oh!
I wish I was home. I told you I was on vacation during this, bro.
Oh!
I wish I could have done this.
And here's the worst part. With every single update, the game somehow gets even
Oh!
more broken.
How did he whiff that? Oh my.
Valve don't
Sold a generational clip,
even
dude.
test their
Come
own
on.
updates before making them live. Fix one bug, create 3 new ones. That's been the CS2 update cycle for 2 years straight. And here's the heart of the issue. CS2 feels like this because the developers don't listen to the community.
I mean, low-key at this point, they just care about money, but, you know, I mean, you can't really stop them. I mean, they make, like, whether they fix CS2 or not, they already, like, I watched the Anomaly video today, where he said that, like, it's like 350 million cases get opened each year in Counter-Strike, and that's like $8.5 million, $850 million that Valve is raking in just from cases alone. That's not including Armory. That's not including people like, I don't know, buying stickers, buying whatever. It's like, oh my gosh, dude. Like, they, at this point, like, they don't need to listen. As sad as it is, they don't need to listen to their community because they should still make so much money that it's like, I mean, honestly, a gameplay update probably wouldn't even do that much. I mean, honestly, it probably would do a good bit for their profits, though, because if more people play Counter-Strike because it's a better game, then, you know, more cases are going to get open and everything. So I think they should change it. Like, it's just unexcusable.
Nice fucking game.
Dude, you can see the, look, you can see the bullet.
Nice.
Look, yeah, that's crazy, bro.
For 2 years
I would be so mad.
the feedback has been the same. Fix performance, fix cheaters, fix the bugs. Instead of that, Valve ignores the problem and ships updates that
Yep.
barely address the real problems. As I've already proven in one of my previous videos, the majority of CS2 developers don't even play their own game. And the ones who do, they are not really good at it. And that matters.
That does matter a lot. Like, seriously.
Because you need good players to explain what's broken, why movement feels clunky, why shot registration feels off, why CSGO felt smoother and more consistent. With
It's just the tick rate was consistent in CSGO, and I feel like you need a consistent tick rate. I feel like the stupid variable tick rate they're doing is kind of a bad system, because it's like, if they have a variable tick rate or something, some weird thing like that, doesn't that mean it can be like in between 64 and 128? So that means sometimes you're gonna, if the server's running slowly or there's a lot of things happening, maybe you get a 64 tick rate. But then other times maybe the game feels great on like a 128 tick when nothing's happening in the match. You know what I mean? Like, does that make sense? Like, I feel like I'd rather just have a 64 so I'm consistent. Like, even though it's a low, bad tick rate, at least it's going to be that consistent tick rate. You know what I mean? And I'm pretty sure that's how it was in CSGO. But an ideal world would be 128 tick rate, but that costs a lot for Valve to do, like server-wise, which means they're probably not going to do it, which
now
is
that
tragic.
perspective, the devs are just guessing. The perfect example of that would be the maps and their redesign. Instead of
Yeah.
respecting what made CS iconic in the first place, they try to reinvent it, and in process, they ruin it.
I think they should have overhauled all the visuals, but they should not have really touched the map features.
Take
I don't know if that's controversial, but
Train, for example. They changed map geometry entirely.
I do kind of like the new train a little bit more, but I do still think old train was probably better. I think Heaven made a lot of sense.
They added a bunch of useless spots, and now Train became the least played competitor.
I think that's just because CSGO play, like, it's not, honestly, I don't think, I don't hate Train. I think it's a pretty good map, but yeah, I mean, I don't know. I think it's just the least played partially because it's new into the pool, but like, I don't know. They made a lot of substantial changes to it that could be unpopular, so I see why.
competitive map in CS2
I do like Train though.
map pool. And at least for me, it's very unclear what
CSGO's Train I do think was better though. I don't know, something about it.
direction Valve wanna go with CS2.
Yeah, heaven, bro.
I've said in the past that the developers are trying to make CS2 as much esports oriented as possible.
That's true.
But for that, they have to work on netcoding and optimization first. Running tier 1 events every single month doesn't make the game good for esport.
That's true, but the problem is at those tier 1 events, I'm pretty sure they can have their own servers, which are actually good tick rate, which do make CS2 feel smooth. That is so, like, incredibly different from matchmaking that I guess in pro play it doesn't really matter, but in matchmaking it does. So it's like in pro play it probably runs smoothly, but in matchmaking it definitely does not.
So where does that leave us? A year after the release, I called CS2 a disappointment. 2 years later, I'd call it a failure. Because until Valve
I wouldn't call it a failure, because here's why. Even though it's not in the place it should be, I see Valve is taking more and more steps to put it in the right direction. It still needs to take a lot more, and it's not even close to being, where it should be. But I'm gonna be honest, I've been enjoying Counter-Strike a lot. I think there's a lot of players in this game. The player base is always rising, no matter what. It's just that type of game where, here's the issue with Counter-Strike. It's such a good game. Like it is probably the best game ever. Like that might be crazy. Like maybe like, dude, I don't know. Like in terms of competitiveness, I feel like the only thing that rivals it, and you can call me crazy for this, I feel like there is chess back here, and chess is like the undefeated #1 champion of like competitive games. And then there's Counter-Strike. Like I'm being serious. I think it is that, like, because the thing about chess and Counter-Strike is that they both don't change. Chess, the pawn always moves one square. CS:GO or CS like 2, the nothing ever changes. The op always does. The op always one shots kill somebody. The mechanics always feel the same. But the problem is that they need it. They need to polish the game to where that is more consistent. You know what I mean? Because even though the mechanics haven't really changed from CSGO to CS2, it feels like they've changed because the server side of things is in such a bad state right now, where, like you said in the video, like servers run at like 100 FPS. So that means that, like, even if you are spraying the AK perfectly or you are aiming perfectly, there's still a chance your bullet will not hit just because the server's not up to speed with what you see on your screen, which is not okay. So that's kind of the issues that need to be fixed. But yeah.
listens to its
Yeah, I agree with this 100%. The world if we got invasive anti-cheat. That's what I'm saying. We need the Valorant intrusive anti-cheat. That's what we need, man.
And until people who actually understand Counter-Strike are the ones fixing it, nothing is going to change.
It's
But
probably true.
again, everything I said is just my personal opinion and you don't have to agree on it.
I don't agree entirely, but I do agree that CS2 is not in a good state. But I still don't think it's a failure, like he said.
I'd be
But
interested to know about what you think. What can we expect in the upcoming year? Please comment down below.
I hope a lot of operations. I hope we get a big operation. I hope we get improvements to the netcode, because I know they fixed the animations so servers cost less. So maybe that means they actually make the netcode better. I don't know, but it is what it is. Hopefully we get some updates this year, man. I'm very hopeful for Counter-Strike, and I've always been. So we'll see where that goes. But yeah, we have started streaming live on YouTube and Twitch, doing tournaments for skin prizes. We're going to do a big one at 200 Discord members. We'll do a $50 wingman tournament. You and your duo can lock in and win some money. And yeah, I mean, join the Discord if you're interested in that. Follow the Twitter. I got a skin port link, so if you're looking to buy some skins for cheaper than the Steam market, you can use my link in the description to literally just do that. You buy skins cheaper than you would buy them on Steam. So if you're going to buy skins on Steam, don't use my skin port link, because you're going to get them for cheaper and you can support me. 2 in 1. And yeah, last thing I have to say, subscribe so I can buy Dragon Lore. You're